Spring Summer DKNY, what we're doing is we're creating a nod to the 70s, slightly. But it's done in like a very natural, kind of cool, younger, kind of more of a rock and roll way, rather than kind of disco-y. What I really wanted to do, because it was like spring, summer, is I wanted the girls to look like they'd really been in the sun. And the sun had really coloured like the top layer of their hair. So what we're doing is, some girls we're making the underneath of their hair slightly darker, because the sun would not touch the underneath of your hair. Some girls we're making the tops lighter. I just think it's really about a spirit, like a very colourful spirit, and a very young spirit, and a very cool spirit. I kind of think of it in that way.
It's basically a California beach girl who has traveled to New York. You know, then when girls, they come back from the beach and have had a little bit too much sun, the skin is very shiny, get a little bit red. So I put runway flush on the cheek itself, so it looks flushed. And backstage beige all around the temples and on the high cheekbone and on the lid. This is my magic stick, because it's called the Pop Stick Collection. Raspberry Eyes, number 110. And what it does, it enhances your natural lip color, but it like activates with the heat of your lips. It looks sensational when it comes on, because it looks so natural. You don't have the impression that they're actually wearing lipstick or anything.
You know, having 9/11 10 years ago, and it was the day of a DKNY show, and obviously for all of us, you can't help but have that in your body today. You know, the losses, the fear, having everybody come in from all over the world, coming here to say this was not the safe place that they thought it could be, you know, and thinking that perhaps something could happen again. But we couldn't go on. So the collection was very much about the past, the present, and the future. We can look back at the past, but deal in the present moment that we are doing fantastic, you know, as New York, and celebrating and not forgetting that which happened. Because I think so often in the speed of life that we live in, we put that aside, and we can't put it aside. That's why I wear my 11 t-shirt. We have to look into the future and realize how amazing America is. So in the America that we celebrated today, was celebrating the artists of America. Red, white, and blue, Ellsworth Kelly, Jasper John, and well, of course, Jackson Pollock.
Donna Karan, New York, DKNY. Those are the initials for this brand, and it is about the urban New York girl. That is the initial inspiration. I think that this brand speaks the cities of New York, more so on this day, September 11th. The whole vibe is New York. The whole inspiration is the streets of New York. And let's face it, this is the fashion capital of the world, New York City.
I'm so in love with the past 3 collections of DKNY. I just think it's so fun and young and wearable and cool, and I think they're pieces that every girl can wear. And guys, I wear a lot of it myself.
This is a line that is so democratic, it is so young, it is so aspirational, especially for that young girl that's getting out of college or in college.
The clothes that we're wearing is really fun because it's not so serious and edgy like everything else. It's flowy, colorful, lots of summer colors, and it's fun. The girls have fun with it. I'm pretty sure that everyone watching is going to enjoy seeing the show, and it's just very luminous and beautiful.
It is the first venture for the young women into the urban life, into the work life, or into the college life. It's affordable, it is fashion forward, it is New York, and it's so consistent. That's what is so remarkable about this brand. It's been so consistent with its message every season through everything. It's just a very consistent message, and I think that's what's worked with them. DKNY was among the first lines that came out with a collection that was at an affordable price. It was a very clever idea from Donna's part, because there were other followers to that didn't make it through, but her point of view was so unique and so clear on all levels that it really has lived on and has become so powerful.
I think Donna is an icon and a legend, and she lives in one of the most vibrant cities in the world that she's very tapped into. And Donna's always on the cutting edge of new techniques and what's happening in fashion. She always has been, and it seems like a logical step that she would have an avenue with DKNY for a younger market.
I've always wanted to show in the streets of New York. You know, today I wasn't sure how I wanted to show in the streets of New York. However, we sort of showed in the streets of New York, but we didn't show in the streets of New York. Kind of gave security, but was able to have the street of New York behind us, because we really love New York. It was a happy collection. You know, it was free, it showed the masculine, it showed the feminine, it showed the tailoredness, it showed the youth of today, it showed a future, it showed tomorrow.